I think I'm live. I think I'm live now. What's good, everybody? I know I ain't been on here in a minute. I know y'all like, where the this boy been? Boy, right now I'm in the airport. Right now I'm in the airport. I know a lot of y'all gonna probably see this later on because I mean it's kind of early in the morning. I ain't been on here in a minute, but I just feel like it was just so necessary before I get on this plane, just to let y'all know how good God is. Boy, I tell you, these past couple of months I've been through it. All I got, I heard this song just a few minutes ago. Song that was like, "Hold on, change is coming." And boy, when I tell you that's so real, that is so real. Cause change that came. So I'm gonna get to it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To let y'all know, what's been going on with me. And one of the reasons why I ain't been on here in a minute. You know, one of the reasons is because you know life and the way things can happen sometimes for you, and it'll just kind of stop you from really being able to focus the way you want to focus. Like I've been so off focus, that I haven't even wanted to do no YouTube. I didn't really even have nothing to, in my opinion, you know, to be talking about to nobody. And that was just a complete. It really, I was just lying to myself because everything I've been going through, I should have been talking to folks about it. Why? Is because I'm not the only one going through something. It's been a lot of stuff been going on, and I'm not the only one. So for y'all that have listened to me, to follow my channel or whatever, you know, y'all, true enough, y'all don't gotta listen to me, but I feel like I owe those that have been watching my channel and may have found motivation from my channel. I apologize that I ain't been on here telling y'all what's been going on with me and telling you what's real about what's been going on with me. Because I don't, true enough, I don't have to tell nobody my business or whatever, but it's not just my business. My life is not my own, you know. And it's like sometimes you never know when you tell people what's going on with you, how to help them and motivate them. But I just feel so ready now to talk about, what's been going on with me. And I just want to take a little bit of time to do that, before I go get in this line and check in and everything. But I'm gonna start back in February 2020. You know, I don't know if I said anything about this or whatever. I might have, but I've been driving 18 wheelers for a minute, and I ended up getting tested positive for marijuana. And when you drive 18 wheelers, that's something that you aren't supposed to be doing. But I made that mistake, which I ain't even call a mistake. I did it because I wanted to. It wasn't no mistake. I did that just clear conscience, smoking like an Indian chief. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't really just thinking about what was most important. Ended up getting tested positive for marijuana. Got set down. Ended up having to get what they call a substance abuse counselor. And my substance abuse counselor has been like amazing. A little hard, but well worth it. Through this trial and struggle that I've been going through. But even today when I called him and told him what was going on right now, which I get into, shortly here. He was like, man, that's awesome, man. He even prayed with me. He's like, man, I want to pray with you right now, and he did, and it was like, man, change has come, and I just thank God for it. So get back to my story. When that happened, you know, there are a lot of companies that won't hire you when you get that on your record, positive for marijuana or whatever. No matter how I think about it, anybody else think about it, I messed myself up, a little bit. Now, I was able to get another trucking job, but what the job that I got was with a company that, I partnered with, and I was doing good and everything was fine or whatever, but what they ended up doing was running real janky, like wasn't following the rules and stuff like that. And I'm going along with it because it benefited me at the time. Well, lo and behold, this past August, having trouble with my truck. Making a long story short, I ended up having an accident, and you know I struggled like because of that. Like I've been sitting down, wasn't working or nothing like that from August to October, and I thought my truck was gonna be fixed and stuff like that, but it just kept going on, longer and longer, and it wasn't fixed. Got to October, and I'm just like, okay, look, I'm running out of money. I got kids to take care of. My bills and stuff is piling up. I'm like, I got to do something, and I ended up literally having to get a job, two jobs. I was working at Amazon, and I'm working at UPS. It might be some of y'all that's from UPS that might see this because y'all done seen me, working at UPS or whatever. I didn't have one lady. She was like, "Are you sophisticated black strong?" Me. She recognized me. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, yeah, that's me. And I was in a department called earrigs. I don't know if any of you guys ever worked for UPS or whatever, but when I tell you that's been hard, that's been hard. And then plus I was working at Amazon at the same time. Like, so I'm gonna tell you how my schedule was going. Um, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm working at Amazon from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Then on Monday through Friday, I'm working at UPS from 10:45 p.m. to 2:45 a.m. So in between 2:45 a.m. and 7:30, I have to make it home. Maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Having to get right back up around maybe like 5:30, 6 o'clock to go to Amazon. And Monday through Friday, I'm having to, like now I was off on Amazon Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, going into Saturday, I was having to work at both of these jobs, and that's been hard. That's been hard on me. I'm so used to being in my 18 wheel and stuff like that, and I mean, but I wasn't able to drive because my truck was messed up. And the company that I was with, they weren't trying to help me do nothing or whatever. So I literally just had to, go back to what I know, and that was just, going and get me a regular job. And I mean, I had worked my behind off and then went through all kind of stuff. Um, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more of a, let y'all go even deeper. So working at Amazon, it might be some people that even be on here from where I was at in Amazon or whatever. If they see this, y'all, a lot of y'all know. But when I tell you I got straight hated on, because this is the thing, I've been making money before I even started working at Amazon. And I'm coming in there with my nice car, always dressed up nice and stuff like that. But I'm around a bunch of folk that don't identify with the way that I carry myself. They got a lot of, bull on their mind or whatever. So they see me, and it was like, the way my spirit and stuff is built, I'm attracting a lot of negativity to myself for no reason, getting hated on. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even expecting to even have to wrestle with that type of energy in that place. But I mean, I mean, but I started there in October. Between October and November 17th, I got suspended twice from that place. Literally suspended. And it was like that, but I was getting paid, while I was suspended. But I mean, when I tell you, I had folks coming at me left and right. I mean, I had like 7, 8 folk want to get at me, want to literally fight and stuff. Like it got so bad, like I just got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I started letting them folk have it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I told one of them boys, I was like, look here, you got a problem with it, you can meet me up at the gas station if it's like that. They bluffing because they wasn't even really on that. Now, mind you, I'm 44 years old. I'm dealing with a lot of young folk. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these young men, they got the game messed up. Now, mind you, I know I don't look 44 years old, but I got a 44-year-old mentality. You know what I'm saying? I got a 44-year-old man hustle. And I didn't come there to be trying to brown nose and all them girls' faces and stuff. Y'all know how some of these little warehouses and stuff is. These little, little females and stuff work there, and these little boys, you know what I'm saying, they feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying, when a real player comes step in or whatever, and I wasn't even asking for no attention, but I was getting it for no reason. I wasn't even asking for it. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I was like, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? So the other day I ended up getting a call because I was suspended. I got a call or whatever, and they was like, well, Mr. Williams, we decided we gonna go ahead and terminate your employment because we got word that you threatened somebody and told them that you was gonna do something to them if they call their daddy up here, like real childish type of shit. Excuse my language or whatever, but that's really what happened. And I was like, you know what, man, that wasn't nothing but God leading up to even where when I'm gonna get to where I'm at right now. So that happened. Let me see. 2 days ago, I got that phone call. So then, I've been working at UPS, so I kept working at UPS, and I've been getting tired of working there because I've been working my behind off. When I tell you them folks gonna get their money up out of you working at UPS, some of y'all that watch this know they gonna get their money up out of you working up in there. I mean, I work my behind off, tired, and I'm like, man, I just can't see myself, doing this. But I feel like I went through all of that to get me to where I am today, not position wise, but spiritually and logically having to reflect on what got me to where I had to do that. I had to go back to that. And I done learned a huge lesson. You don't compromise what God done blessed you with. When he done put you in position to be financially successful or whatever, you got to make sure that you honor what it is that he bless you with. Because the devil is always busy trying to find a way to knock you off to back to where you used to be. And if you keep doing stuff the way you used to, you're going to end up where you used to be. You can't balance your used to. You got to advance and outgrow your used to be. And that's what I done learned. So the reason why I'm at the airport today is because God done blessed me to be able to get with a company again that is going to be so beneficial to me. And I can't wait until I get to where I'm going. Like I'll be in Chicago tomorrow afternoon about 6 something, and I am so grateful to the Lord. I was able to walk into UPS today. I was supposed to start at 10 something this tonight. Well, yesterday afternoon, 10 p.m. yesterday, and I was able to walk in there and hand them my badge and say, "Look, y'all, I'm done. I'm moving forward. And I'm finna get back in my truck." And they was like, "Oh, okay." Da 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 da. I met a lot of cool guys there, but that's just not me. That's not my world. That's not what I aspire to do. I was making $22 an hour, but they have it to where you only work part time on the 4 hours, per shift. And I was just like, I got bills and stuff, what I'm saying? That just wasn't enough for me to feel comfortable financially. I'm used to making, $2, $3, $4,000 a week. I done came down to only making maybe like 900, to $1,000 a week. And it's been hell on me because of that. But I thank God today. And I really realized, the error in my ways and what got me to where I am right now. And I thank God that I can look back now and reflect on what got me to have to go backwards to where I am now moving forward. I want to encourage all of y'all. Don't keep balancing things that you used to do and expecting you to have a brighter future and for you to be able to move forward doing things that you aspire to do. It's not going to work. You can't keep used to doing. You got to build for today better than what you was doing before. And I have really learned a huge lesson. I've gotten a spiritual behind whooping physically, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been able to get my body I'm more in shape now because of me working the way I was working. Cause I was like 220 pounds, so now I'm down like to 191. My stomach had got all big and stuff like that. Well, my body look cut up. What I'm saying? I'm back in shape the way I want. And I thank God for the opportunity for me to be able to even get back in shape and stuff like I did. So it was a blessing in disguise that I had to go through that. But that was real hard on me. And I pray to God that I don't ever have to go back and do that type of stuff again. You know what I'm saying? Shanta, what's up, lady? I know I ain't talked to you in a minute, man. God bless you, lady. It's good. I'm glad you on here listening to me, man. But I just wanted to, just encourage y'all and let y'all know change is coming. If you won't change, if you don't want stuff to change, you're gonna be stuck to keep on doing the same stuff. And if that stuff is not conducive to your future and what you really want to do, you gonna continue to get brought down, and it's gonna frustrate you. And you like by the time you realize how far gone down that you have gotten, it's gonna be frustrating for you. You're like, man, because you're gonna make it hard on yourself to come up out of that. Now, if you trust God true enough, you're gonna be able to come up out of it true. But it's like sometimes we've been making it hard on ourselves. I'm a living example of it. I have made it hard on myself. We are our own worst enemy a lot of times because of the poor decisions that we be making. And as a man, I have to be realistic about that. I have made some real poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? Trying to operate in a place that should have been in my past. And it's a bad place to be in when you operate like that, especially when you having to face it in the process of you wanting to change. When you want things to be better, especially when you know of you being in a different and better place. I caused it up on myself to fall. Did nobody have to do it. And where I failed too, I end up seeing why I don't want to be down like that. Even the people that's down like that or whatever, like, it's even hard to motivate folks. Cause just say, I'm used to, like I say, making 6 figures a year or whatever, and I'm talking to people that can't relate to that. You would think that that'll motivate a lot of people, but they ain't did nothing but made them hate on me. I literally got hated on to the point where folks started just literally disliking me just by me being present. I ain't never experienced that type of energy in my life. I would have never thought that would be happening to me, but it did. It did, and it taught me a huge lesson. That ain't where you want to be. Some people are where they are because that's what they choose. That's where they choose to be at. And it ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do. It ain't nothing you can do about it. You literally will probably have to stay away from them because they'll try to bring you down. They'll try to mess you out of your position. They don't want you to make it. It's almost like, I'm gonna just use this as an example. Somebody that about to get out of jail, and somebody that don't like you in there, start wanting to hate on you, and they'll end up doing something that cause you to violate and end up making you get more time because they hating on you, because they don't want to see you free. It's sad, but that it really does happen. It really does happen. More than we even know, But I thank God that, change has come to me. I'm on my way to Chicago, and man, I mean, I'm gonna start, being on here a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I guess really what I feel like my purpose is to be on YouTube at this point is just to try to motivate, not only just black men, but men period. Not just black women, but women period. All races. My channel is Sophisticated Black Strong, and that's because I'm representing myself and my own kind, true enough. But at the same time, we all matter. We all matter. And we can all affect each other in ways, whether good or bad, what I'm saying? And it's like, I really want, the young brothers or whatever that come across my channel or whatever to feel motivated by what they see on my channel. This ain't no regular channel where I'm talking about other people's business and stuff like that. I'm talking about our business. Talking about men being, better fathers, and, women being, better mothers, and all and issues around that. It's just real human stuff. And I feel like I have an obligation at this point because God didn't just take me through what I've gone through just for me. I have a story to tell. And I just feel I feel an obligation to share my story, with other people like myself, living, breathing human beings just like myself. I'm not perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? But when by God redeeming me and put me in a better place, it done made me want to tell my story because you got a lot of people that are losing hope. They don't know exactly which way to go, and they don't know the only way is God. They really don't know. The only way is God. That's it. That's it. That's all. He's telling you to trust in Him with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. God taught me, don't worry about what it looked like right now. Yeah, you might have made your mistakes or whatever, but this is not where you're going to end. This is not your ending. This is for you this is to like renew yourself. Like all I was going through, it was like it purged me to come back to a sense of reality about who it is that God made in me and where it is I truly want to be. I'm rather looking at that as like, well, this is all I'm gonna be or whatever, because I know I had greater in me than just where I landed. God's words say, greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. That's what the problem is. You got a lot of people that are worldly minded and they can't see further than where they are or what this world projects to them. And it's greater things I hear. It's houses that need to be bought. It's nice cars that need to be bought. It ain't about the money. It's about being purpose driven. What are you willing to do to get what you want? What are you willing to do? Are you just gonna sit up here and settle for less? Are you gonna go for what it is that you feel like you deserve? You just feel like you deserve less. You feel like that's where that's all you want out of life is just to be down, to be having to work at a place like UPS or Amazon or whatever. What about owning your own business? What about you owning an Amazon? You owning a UPS? You being able to be the lender and not the borrower. You being one that people can depend upon instead of you looking for other people to give you something. You being somebody that can be confided into because of the things that you've gone through and came out of, versus you being the person that need to confide in somebody all the time. Now, mind you, we all need somebody to talk to because ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, even where I'm at right now. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't really had the people around me to really be able to communicate with, because a lot of folks can't relate to where it is that I'm going or where I've been. I have been where I done made six figures and been broken all the way down. A lot of people can't say that I've been through that and then was able to come back up. I had to literally stop doing a lot of stuff in order for me to get back to where it is that I desire to be. And I'm still not where I should be at. I'm behind. I'm literally behind. But God He is restoring me. God gave me the word restoration, redemption. And it's happening in real time. That's why I'm here at this airport. This is the beginning stages of my redemption, of me realizing the error in my ways and me operating in faith that things were going to change. Yes, I might have messed up. Yes, you might have messed up, but don't allow that to be where you going to stop, where you just going to settle to stay there. That's what the devil wants you to do. You got to come up out of that. You got to come up out of that mentality and tell yourself, you know what, this is not where I'm going to stay at. This is not where I belong. And you're going to know that's not where you belong because it's going to be so uncomfortable for you. The people that you're around, the people that have found comfort in that position where you done failed to, that you having to be around or whatever, you're not going to even feel comfortable because of you have been in a place higher than that. You have experienced that. You've experienced better. But you done made some mistakes that brought you back down. But that ain't where you're supposed to be. You always got to remember how it felt when you were doing at your best, when you were growing. And then also reflect on what you did to cause yourself to fall off, so you won't do it again. That's if you value your success, if you value being in a good position. It's worth reflecting on in your spare time. Fellas, if you listen to this, take the time to stop and think about the mistakes that you done made that where it got you where you are. If you're in a place that you don't want to be in, it's a reason why you're there, and it's a reason why you're not coming out. Because you're probably still balancing that same stuff that got you where you are right now, and now you're stuck. You only stuck because it's being stuck is an illusion. Because you can change that. You don't have to be stuck there. You don't have to be stuck there. Do something to change what it is that you're going through. Do something. The Bible say faith without works is dead. God's word ain't gonna never return void. So anytime any of you guys that watching my channel and ain't really never watched my channel and stuff, I talk about God a lot because that's just what it is with me. I have tried doing stuff my way, and I end up always finding myself not winning. And that's just not that's not God. That ain't what God desired for you. He don't desire for you, he don't desire for me, he don't desire that for us. You gotta do something. And you gotta do something different than what you're doing that's keeping you in that place. Don't get comfortable in your mess. Imagine, you sitting in a dirty toilet, and you finding comfort because you're like, oh well, this is probably the best place I can be. No, it's not. That's an illusion. That's something that you have accepted out of your own self to say, you know what, this is the best place I can be. No, it's not. Don't believe that. That's what the devil wants you to believe. And you're going to stay there as long as you continue to think that way. I had to do something because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, I wasn't even happy with what got me down here to where I end up having to work at two jobs, and still not making enough money for me to be able to cover the stuff I needed to cover financially. I wasn't happy with that. I was thinking to myself, well, Lord, is this what it is? Is what it's going to be for me? It would have been if I had chose to just humble myself to it. God's word says, so as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's not the way I think about myself. That's not where I want to be. And thank God that he woke me up and purged my spirit through the pain and the aggravation of having to work two jobs and not getting enough sleep, and it's like, oh man, that ain't no fun having to go through. I'm not knocking nobody that have to do that, but I want to encourage you that if that don't make you happy to do that, do something. Do something fast. Times are changing. I mean, like everything is getting higher as far as like price and stuff is concerned. Don't let the economy, put you in a place to where you behind and you having to settle for where you at because you have not given yourself opportunity to have greater and do greater, to have more. If you got men, if you got children, don't settle for less. Because see, your children gonna take after you. I want, and I mean, we should be working towards leaving something for our children. But you can't do that if you're just settling for less. You can't depend on no 401k. You can't depend on the retirement and stuff like that. You got people that done worked in places for 20, 30 some years or whatever, end up retiring. But see, look at what 20, 30 years was versus what it is today. Things are not the same, and they done changed for the worse. This economy haven't changed for the better. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. And it's time for you to go ahead and get your money right, get your mind right, get your relationships right, get your relationship right with the Lord. It's time to get right. And I can say that right now because I followed through with everything that I'm telling y'all, and it worked. I'm a witness to it, and I'm gonna follow through, and I'm gonna have y'all follow my journey. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all follow my journey, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna end up trying to go live and stuff like that because I want to be able to communicate with a lot of y'all. If I motivate you, I want to be able to talk to y'all. Real talk. I'm a real person. I'm not just no YouTuber. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would love to have multiple, tens of thousands of with the subscribers and stuff like that or whatever, so I can know I'm reaching more people. But this is what it is on this channel. I don't have a bunch of stuff to talk about and rappers and entertainers and stuff like that or whatever, because their life to me is fake. That ain't real. What I'm talking to y'all about to y'all right now, this real. This is real. This ain't no joke here. This stuff that we all go through. Everybody can relate to what I'm talking about. I can't relate to no Puff Daddy and what's going on with him. He got millionaire problems. That's if that's even can get. But see, and even the stuff that he dealing with, he put himself through that. He put himself through that. I might can use him as an example, but sit up here trying to have a whole conversation about this man and his life and him whooping up on his girl or his ex-wife Cassie, whatever. I could use it as an example, but that's not the real reason why I would get on here to talk about that. It's gonna always be something else that I'm talking to you about that matters even more than just that subject matter. So y'all ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with me. As I get back, trying to do the YouTube thing and growing, and what I'm saying, y'all finna see my growth. And I want to talk to y'all. Let me know if what I say to you is help you, if it motivates you, if it make you think like, what, if he can do it, I can do it too. If he trusts God, I know if I trust God too, he gonna do the same thing for me, because it's the truth. If you trust him, because that's what he told me to do. If you're gonna trust me, you guys just gotta trust me. You gotta trust the Lord, and he gonna change your life. He gonna change it. I promise you he is. He ain't failed me yet. I mean, some of y'all that been on my channel or whatever prior to this video that know where I come from, my story, and how I get down or whatever. I mean, I didn't even went to war with a witch on here, because that's how much I love the Lord. You can't tell me God ain't real. I don't believe in all that old mess that which y'all already know. We done been down that road, and so I kind of closed that book, but it that was real. That was real, and it's still the videos are still on my channel. Of me confronting that energy, and I have to battle with that type of energy, not specifically like that, like I did, but that energy still exists. It ain't went nowhere, and I still got to stand against that every day. Even with my own personal life, I have to stand against the wiles of the devil, because the devil real. Think it's a game. It's far from it. So don't get caught up and complacent in the position that you're in. Change is coming. Just be ready for it. Because if the Bible say, "Ask and you shall receive." If you won't change, go to the Lord and do something to change it. Do something in faith. Don't be afraid to move on something. Don't be afraid to start that business. Don't be afraid to make that investment. Don't be afraid. Make calculated risks and go for it. You are your own worst enemy. Don't let nobody stop you. Brother, don't let nobody stop you. Lady, don't let nobody stop you. Don't let them stop you. Don't let circumstances make you think that, this is as far as I'm going to be able to go. That's a lie from the devil. Don't even confess it out your mouth. You confess over your life that I will get up out this in Jesus' name. I will be able to make 6 figures a year in Jesus' name. And you come up with a plan and follow through with it. Even if it ain't 6 figures, just get you a plan where you're going to be able to have a type of life that you're going to be comfortable, because you deserve that. Don't let money dictate your happiness either. It ain't about the money. It's about the purpose. And wherever God take you through the journey of you getting where it is that you desire, just rock with it. If the enemy come against you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because God He gonna handle them. He gonna deal with that. Trust and believe He is. See, these demons and the way that a lot of these people operate in the spaces that they in, and you find yourself having to fall down there with them, you gonna be the enemy. because you ain't got no business being down there in the first place. Think about that. You gonna get rejected. You gonna get shunned. You gonna get talked about. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be comfortable. You gonna, it's places that these demons so strong that they have groups of folks in these workplaces and these warehouses and stuff like that. That they done grouped up with each other, and they have set a precedent in there to where if you come up in there with a positive spirit or whatever, and people start to find themselves attracted to your energy, them demons don't want you to. They don't want the tension off of them. When you a whole light bulb walking in a place of darkness, they ain't gonna let you be comfortable. They ain't gonna let you just work and get your money. They gonna try to get you up out of there. So don't get comfortable in places like that. Get up out of there as fast as possible. Come up with a plan and execute. Get up out of there. I had to do it. I had to get up out of there. And I thank God for this morning, because come tomorrow, like technically tomorrow, because when I get to Chicago, I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be tired, and so I start getting all my stuff in order Thursday morning, and it's up from there. I mean up. And I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show you what up look like. When I say up, I'm gonna show y'all what it look like. I'm gonna show you because I want you to see it. It ain't for me that I'm showing it to you. I'm not trying to,
Can you tell me where security is?
I don't know where security is, sir. I apologize.
Okay.
This what I'm finna show y'all with these next few weeks and moving forward as I'm able to. It's not just for me. I just want to be an example of God's goodness and His mercy and His redemption of a person that almost messed up, did mess up, caused myself to fall. I did it. And I was able to, and God blessed me to come up out of it. Yes, sir.
32.
Fuller. You going to Fort Lauderdale? Spirit? You got to go down that way.
Mochila, maleta la guardan en el avión. Oh, ay, me va a salir el avión. No me entregaron mi maleta o ya la subieron en el avión.
They didn't give me my suitcase. They already put it on the plane. Are you going? You going to Fort Lauderdale?
Sí, pero allá me mandaron para acá.
Look, go to the booth and talk to customer service. Yeah, go to that booth.
Okay.
Spirit, yeah.
Thank you.
See, I'm sitting over here in the corner, and I done had two people come and approach me or whatever. Like I don't have no answers for nobody. But for some reason, I guess me being over in this corner, I mean, God just, y'all don't know how God gonna use y'all. I'm not saying that there was God that had these people approaching me, but for some reason they felt comfortable to come over here and talk to me. I'm telling you, man, it just ain't about me. And I done had to realize that. I really have had to realize that. I don't have all the answers, but I can point you to the person that do. And that's the Lord Jesus Christ. Think it's a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Get away from these people that don't want to see you happy. Get away from these folks that want to see you, excel and flourish. Get away from them. You might end up finding yourself it's just you and the Lord. But you know what? It's going to work out of your benefit at some point when you do that. Watch and see what I say. Trust Him. So y'all, I'm going to get up off of here, and I'm going to move forward with my morning. I'm so thankful right now. Thank y'all for listening to me, and I hope that something that I said done helped y'all, and it's going to help you this morning if you watch this or whatever. Share it. Yeah, like all of that. Like I said, I'm just not. This ain't your regular YouTube channel, so I just want to be a light for other men like myself. Like I said, it ain't just for black men, it's for all men. It ain't just for black women, it's for all women. But I'm definitely focused on my culture. And I hope and pray that I can make a huge impact just by being myself and letting my light shine through this YouTube channel and my success be a product of change in your mind and in my own as I grow as well. Because it ain't about just me. I can't impress that enough. It ain't just about me. But I just, you see, I ain't been on here. I just, I have something. I have a praise report. I don't want to just be talking about negative stuff. But I'm like I said before, I'm gonna have to let y'all see it all, not just when everything is good. I'm gonna have to let you see it all because I want to be able to help somebody. Somebody. This is gonna help. It's gonna help somebody. And I want you to let me know if you watch the video and you in the comments or whatever. Let me know that you know what that touched me what you said. I just want to know. I want to know. All right, y'all. I'm finna get off of here. God bless y'all. To be continued. I'm finna go ahead and get myself checked in and get on the other side of this airport so I can wait for my flight. And we gonna keep talking. But yeah, to be continued. Sophisticated Black Strong. I'm out.